all you're here for. Justin, I got your message. How is the kids doing today? Want a lollipop? You want a doggy lollipop? All right, go lay down. Desert, Brady, what is up, guys? Long, Iraqi, Brady says hi. He's having a dog popsicle, so he doesn't care. He's very strongly worded towards his dog popsicles. You love Rocky. What about me, goddammit? All right, now to mess with everybody. The mess, but we're going to do the gun wall now. And then we'll just tell everybody to come back to the 1 minute mark. So, all right. Put a few of the guns that I never got around to shooting back up. Oh, my charger's hot right now. So, from the bottom, you got the Hammerly 22-1911, Tanfolio Witness, Chris Sphinx, the RXM with the Sharps Brothers frame and the threaded unicorn barrel, Hollow Sun EPS carry, T-Sauce Night Stalker, Gerson Match X, Fusion XP Pro. Stone, it's been so long. It's almost like we've never talked in 8 minutes. XF Pro, the Para Ordnance CCW carry. I thought that would look good underneath the Star Arms Firestar, G-Force Arms Chronicle, the Yeet Cannon, the Rock Island 5.0, the Daria Arms DY9, the Sharps Bros Heat Seeker. I need to put the Echelon and the RXM underneath the Heat Seeker. That way I have the Trinity. And then the Caltech KS7, although that might be going away tomorrow. My buddy Daniel wants it, so we'll see what he does with it. Yeah, I don't care who you are. That is a good-looking gun right there. Nice Gerson. Well, I even think it's funnier that you keep misspelling it. But, what's up, Michael? Dude, recognize this from the game that we were just playing? Yeah, this is a Hollow Sun Peck box. It's in the game Ghost of Tabor. Has a quick release, too. And what I want to know from you guys is, would you like me to raffle it off? Mr. Banner, what's up? Hope your day's going well. But yeah, it comes with everything, including the controls, extra battery, everything. So like I said, I might be giving that away, doing a raffle, maybe make it part of the sweaters. We'll see. It's a buddy of mine's, and he wants me to sell it, and I don't have the money to buy it. It's a $1,000 Peck box or $950 Peck box. Live giveaway. Oh, I'll give it away as soon as it's paid for. Hold on, let me see who's got it in stock so I can tell you what they're running. Category. Sites. Hold on a second. HOLOSUNLS321. Oh, that's not even a good bet to take, Bruce. I hate it already. I hate the concept. $972 is what that, or $970 is what one of these goes for now. Although the new version has the green laser. This is the red laser. Nope, you never ordered a shirt, so. All the hate. I'll give all the hate where it's deserved, Mr. Banner. Mr. Banner Manor. Mr. Banner Banner. Mr. Banana Manor. How's the hoodies doing? Considering we've still only sold 5, not well. So if you guys want one, I'm thinking we'll see what happens. What's up, Joe? Hey, Rocky, what are you doing? You good, buddy? He's been restless today. The weather's off a little bit. Fuck. The default zoom on this thing is driving me nuts right now. There we go. It's a little better. Now we just won't touch it. Anybody comes in wanting to know what's on the wall, tell them to go to 1 minute. Did you hit the range? No, I did not. I need to stop kicking the stand. I have to find a dog sitter for Rocky. 1 second. Garbage bags. You can sit over here. Come here. Over here. Come here. Oh, poor boy. Come here. Up. 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 Or sit. That's fine. I really have a dog, I swear. Joe, what's up, dog? Not much, man. Just sitting here with my boy, watching his eye booger grow. He might be sick. He's got some wicked eye boogers right now. Yeah, so I'm thinking if somebody orders a shirt, maybe we'll add it in as a raffle ticket. Any tips for a first-time Rough Rider owner? Yes, keep it oiled. Believe it or not, they're made out of the same material that a High Point is. You got fun weather today. Rain, snow, and sunshine all in 20 minutes. Where do you live, dude? You can tell I ate a big dinner. The pooch. The gooch is poking out. What did you eat? I ate like 2 pounds of mac and cheese because I really want to fart later. I was up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan for work. Nice. It sounded like you were closer to Minnesota, but Michigan will do it, man. Them lake effect weathers. You okay, buddy? You want another dogsicle? Anybody want me to give my dog a doggy popsicle? Long-lasting pork hide, beef hide my ass. You live in central Wisconsin? I used to drive through there all the time when we'd go to Chicago to pick up cars from Minnesota. Go right through Wisconsin Dells. It smells terrible. You want it? Here. There you go, buddy. As much trust as he has for me when it comes to a treat, he acts like a meth head getting a fix. Of course he deserves it. Yeah, he definitely does. And I never deny him a snack when I offer it to him. You know, have you ever seen those dog owners that are assholes and they won't give their dog a snack even though they offer it to him? Those people should be castrated. You ate some beans and meat and farted for 3 days. You are a real dad. I've got a couple canics. I have my colonoscopy meeting on Tuesday. So, no, not chemically. They should be taken out to a parking lot and somebody should use an old school glass Coke bottle, crack it in half and castrate them with it. Papa's Pew Pews. What's going on, sir? How you doing tonight? Just talking guns and castration. About the norm around here. Don, what is going on? My pastor has a colonoscopy next Wednesday. Tell him all the best, and I hope it goes well. Going to Minneapolis tomorrow. Go over to Northeast Minneapolis for me, man. Go over to the Target that's in the quarry and drive through the front of it. How you doing today? I'm okay. Yeah, I used to live up off of 23rd and Hayes. We used to get our driveway plowed for free because we were right next to a school, and the school had to plow, and then if they blocked our shit in, they had to plow our driveway, so they used to just plow our driveway. Feeling better today? Nope. Not really. Oh, Stone. So that video file from it running and recording from 5 until 7 was over 33 gigabytes. Also, I may have to restart my computer. It's acting funny for some reason. I'll be in a semi, it'll make a big hole. Yeah, well, the quarry deserves one. That's where the ice cream people used to be. I'm going to update some games in the background while we're doing this. It won't affect the live stream because my phone is doing most of those. Download. And then Stone, when you go back in and practice, one thing that you should focus more on is killing people. Just saying. Didn't me do any kidding. But yeah, go back to Island. It's the most open map. At some point, I'll take you to the Chodov Mall. You'll shit yourself. I hate colonoscopies. For me and my dad had cancer, and they say it's hereditary. I hate the prep. Did you record anything good? I recorded a 20-minute rant of me making of ripping on Combat Waffle Studios, who does the game, because they're the ones that updated it today, and because they updated it, it doesn't work. Hey, I got 4 kills. I let you kill 4 people. You'll get there, dude. You didn't get domed in the face like the first time we played. Wall's looking good tonight. Thank you, sir. Put up some of the guns I had been planning on shooting that have been sitting loaded for a week. I do not have a well rod, VMOC. That would be cool to own. B&T made an updated version of that gun. No, I saw, dude. I have to trust you to go out on your own, kind of like you'll have to trust your children when they grow up. I'll have to let you go out and run around. But that's why I gave you that container. Anything you put in that container, you can never lose. I recently made $1,500 giving the drop-off Home Depot dwellings to ICE. I don't know why you did that, man. They work harder than you do. You should turn yourself in. Yeah, that first time was BS. That was hilarious. I wish I was recording that one because for those of you that don't know, Stone and I have been playing a little bit of Ghost of Tabor, and I've been trying to teach him. And he comes over a hill, and I tell him there's a bad guy down there, and he walks over the hill, and I watch the bad guy turn and shoot him in his forehead and kill him instantly. You don't need to add 4 question marks, bud. This isn't Twitch. BNT 300 SPR. No. No, the well rod was chambered in 9mm. And so is the Station 6, which is the recreation. So Stone sucks. Got it. No, Stone doesn't suck. He just doesn't have 700 hours into the game like I do. I still get my ass kicked every now and then. Mainly because Combat Waffle Studios, the maker of Ghost of Tabor, don't know how to implement any changes into the game without breaking something else. Like, I was doing a mission earlier today, and I bought a gun specifically for the mission, right? I bought an M4, and I put a 150-round drum mag in it so I could just run through the mission, die, and I didn't care. Frickin' I load in, and it gives me a half-loaded Stanag mag with 15 rounds in it, so I died. Air Max, what's up? Face shoot first time. Talk about unlucky. It was hilarious to watch, man. No offense, but it was funny because I'm like, dude, there's a dude right over the hill. You come over the hill, and he one shot you right in the middle of your face. I wish I was recording because I picked up your body, and your face was gone. Love your guns. Thank you, sir. My guns love you back. My guns are loving guns that have never hurt a soul. So he went over the hill and got a money shot. Dude, it was just like a movie. It was perfect. I'm watching him crest the hill. I'm like, here, take this guy out. And I was watching him on the side. I didn't think this guy would try to dome him. It was kind of my fault. I forgot to give him a mask to wear. Because you can wear masks that are bulletproof. He has one now. He has one of the best ones in the game now, actually. I kidded him the fuck out. He's got an M1 SAS, an AK Alpha. He's got a John Wick Glock. I went over the hill and the game ended. I thought I glitched. No, it was hilarious to watch, though, man. I wish I'd recorded. I wish I'd recorded it. Rocky, don't you wish I'd recorded that time that Stone went over the hill and died? He nodded. Actually, he's already falling asleep. And anyways, welcome back to the Jimmini Show's live streams. We are doing this every day during the week unless I don't feel like doing it. So I need to do some videos this week that aren't video game related. And I will be putting up the Daria one tomorrow. No, I'm putting up the Firestarter one tomorrow. I'm going to do a video comparing the RXM to the XF Pro. I'm going to do one comparing the CCW to the Firestar. I'm going to do another one comparing the TSAS and the Gerson. And then I'm going to do another one comparing the Witness to the Chris, because those are all very similar firearms. So I think it'll be a pretty good video. Series. This vs that. This versus that. Yeah, mister, I got posted in Discord every day, but I only posted that one time, lol. I posted again today. Literally finished patching up my roof as you went live at 8 o'clock. I'm glad you got it done. Dude, 8 o'clock? You're in the dark. That sucks. Urine. Ha. If it's not mine, it must be urine. Maybe I'll put this up behind me so people can see what they could potentially win in a raffle. So, a buddy of mine wanted me to get rid of this for him. Not get rid of it, but sell it for him. And I could put it up on eBay, but I don't trust eBay fuckers. Because it's a Hollow Sun LS 321G. Oh, it is the G. Okay, so it is the full G. This is a $1,000 PEC box. And yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to give it away with the raffle if you buy a hoodie. So Zingo, Stone, a couple others, you'll all automatically be entered. It's kind of like when I gave away my dad's guitar, which Stone won. Either that or if somebody wants to pay me $800 for it, I don't care. But yeah, never used. Do you have $54.35 gun pistol only you never used to buy? What? I don't get what you're saying there, bud. If that's a TikTok thing, I don't get it. I'm not Chinese friendly. You okay, bud? Oh yeah, bud. You're doing good there, don't you know? Sounds good, thank you. Yep. What about the Judge 45 caliber, also 10 gauge? You mean 410 and 45 long Colt? They're fun. I've had them. Sold my last one. But yeah, this thing's kind of cool. See if I can fuck up my camera. Oh, it doesn't have a battery in it. But yeah, in the game we play, Ghosted to Boar, that Stone and I play, this is in the game. It looks bigger in person than it does in the game, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's a $1,000 fucking PEC box. So if you run nods, this is very handy. If you buy a hoodie, you'll be entered in. You may not be giving that away. Let's see how much fuel I burn. Driving there the night. Wait, you're on your way up this way? VMOC, go to your local corner and see what the boys have for you. Send me a message. We'll see. If I don't give away this, I'll give away something else. Also, it doesn't really matter as much because I've tried to pre-sell the shit out of my my hoodies. And, yeah, nobody's really buying. But as you can see, this has got the triple. The triple doubles. Yeah, you're pulling a trailer to Norfolk. You're not coming anywhere near me, dude. Norfolk is 3 hours away from me. Hello from South Sudan. Well, hello, you Sudanese motherfather. How you doing? Come on in with any of your gun and gun-related questions. I use English very well. I am made up of words. I'm not a nerdy at all. 3 hours ain't bad, yeah. Haha, like the stuffed animals. Thank you, Lost in the Sound. They were gifts. Well, most of them were. The Beanie Baby one, that's Greg. That one is Milo. Shiloh fell behind the power supply because Shiloh's a dick and doesn't like to stay on the wall. I'm a person of many different structured hobbies. I like guns, I like cars, I like computers, I like comic books, I like regular books, I like other stuff. Yeah, I just bought a bunch of Nintendo games to flip because apparently a lot of DS games have gone up in value. Guns and cars are beautiful. Yes, they are. And they're both very similar in terms of mechanical design, engineering, and function. They require a lot of thought and precise manufacturing unless you're a Glock, and then you can just slip a piece of metal in it and make it go burr. As for the Glock Vs that are coming out, who gives a shit? They're basically... So here's the funny part. Everybody copied Glock forever, and now Glock has to copy Walther and HK and Canik with their design for their slides to remove the back plate, because the back plate is what you replace when you have an illegal switch. So that is fucking hilarious that Glock has to copy other companies now. Oh, he's already out. Good boy. Good boy. You want to eat a 50 BMG? They taste good. Oh, wait, that's a 416 Barrett. It's got a rounded primer, dude. I know it's recessed, but I'm always afraid what would happen if I smacked it just right. I have a Florida number now, so I'll text you. It's Justin. That's fine, but my phone's on Do Not Disturb while I'm on the live. But yeah, just text me. I'm taking my time to Tennessee after. Oh, poor guy. His wife left him. Glock is copying Walther. What an upgrade. Yeah, they're also copying Canik. Because Canics have that the new slide design where you pull down on the tabs, you pull the slide forward about a quarter of an inch, and then you just lift the slide off. Glock V models are going to have Gen Glock 3 frames with a high point slide. Dude, I think they should pin and weld the slide to the frame on a Glock. Here, I'll give you the full break. You know, I'll be honest, I have not spent more than 2 minutes looking at the V series because I don't give a shit. I know that sounds really bad. I mean, the good news for all you clowns out there is you get to still have your 19s, your 45s, your 26s. That is funny that they're going to be doing that. All of them are non-MOS, so they can't figure out how to make them non-MOS. That is too fucking funny. Holy shit, James Reeves took all his guns down. What I also find is funny, why couldn't they call it the Glock 6? Why are they calling it the Glock V or the Glock 5? Oh, that's too funny. So there's this video, right, saying California blocks Glock handgun sales, and they're showing a CZ75. And the woman's double holding it. That's too funny. That is too funny. Sorry, I had to watch a little bit of that really quick. I like Glock, so I've been waiting to see what they look like. Wait, what about James Reeves? I missed that. James Reeves made a video about the new Glock V series, and it looks like he took down his entire gun wall, but I haven't been watching him in a while. I'm definitely going to be feeling myself in the morning. If I didn't know you were up on your roof, that would be a really weird thing to say on a live. They're calling it the V because Lenny dropped the ball and spoke too soon and ruined shit. I've come to the conclusion you either buy Glock or either you're a Glock or a 1911 guy. It's very rare that you like both. So here's the funny thing, Booty. Until people started pushing propaganda in my face about Glock being the best gun there is, I was fine with Glock. My third gun was a fucking 27 in 40 cal. So for me, Glocks are what they are. By the way, I lost a viewer because of my cussing. I'm very sorry, Olivia. I know that you're only 2.5, but it is clearly marked as for adults only. But yeah. No, I appreciated Glocks until you started realizing what kind of person being a Glock owner makes you. I will admit 1911s are a hell of a lot prettier, but I'll still carry my Glonk. See, the problem is you know, the RXM, if they had a removable FCU like the RXMs did, and I could put a Glock into an all-metal frame, it would really take away a lot of my hate for them. But yeah. The extreme nose picker. Do you imagine if they packed this thing tighter? If they added like 10% more grains in here? Here at the Jimmini Show. I'd love a Meal Glock frame too. I don't know why I put this away. It's supposed to be out. Honestly, I just like Glock because of the square slide. So, the 7 that I own all have upgrades to them, which is the only reason I still own them. But, you know, there's something about it I do agree. They have a look to them, and it's not... I've said this over and over. If they were sold for $300 like they should be, they'd be fine. If they'd stop saying that the guns are perfect, because they're not, they'd be fine. If the people that own Glocks weren't a bunch of tool bags, they'd be fine. Saw some people in California say they're going to fight back against this because they have guns as well. In my mind, I'm thinking nothing good. Yeah, the problem is that the Glock ownership community in the state of California is made up primarily of vegans, so that fight will last about 4 hours before they're all tired. And assuming the U.S. government or the state of California, when they fight back, isn't using Glocks, they have a 20% chance of winning increase because they don't suffer from Glock shot. The SD40. I'm assuming you're talking first, Jen. I wanted a Scar 17S. Now what do I do with my life? Go on to Gunbroker and buy your Scar 17. You've double charged around. It was a hell of a kick. It was a 38 special in my old model Vaquero. Damn. Yeah, if you want to go even squarer from Smith & Wesson, go with a, what was the series before the SD9? It was called the Sigma. If you go with the Smith & Wesson Sigma, that was a super clone with an HK style rail. I don't know why I speak this loud when I'm doing live streams. It's kind of like when Grandma's talking on the phone. Hi, Johnny! How are you doing, Grandma? I'll have to look for one. They're a little bit more on the collector's market just because they got sued out of existence and became the SD9. Glock sued the hell out of Smith & Wesson for the Sigma. Blue shirts, lollipops. I need to get more work done. Would some of you fuckers buy hoodies already? Why is my shit going red when I'm hovering over it? Is there a limit at how many guns you can buy at one time? Here in the state of Virginia, if you do not have a concealed carry permit, you are allowed to buy one handgun every 31 days. There is no limit to the number of long guns you can buy in the state of Virginia. Some states have no restrictions, and you can buy as many guns of both types as you want, and some states have up to a 10-day waiting period or cool down after you buy a handgun. Like the state of Maryland has a 7-day waiting period after you buy a handgun before they will give it to you. Hey everybody, Joe tried to beat up my daughter when we were in VR. Yeah. I've tried staying off Gunbroker. I like the penny auctions. I get that, but sometimes it's North Carolina 2 a year. No, North Carolina does not have that restriction. Do you know the Florida law? No, I don't, Sammy. Sorry. North Carolina is more free when it comes to firearms than we are in Virginia. If you have a concealed carry in the state of North Carolina, it used to be you didn't even have to do a background check. You just filled out the 4473 and they held on to it. That's 2 Gatorades in less than 20 minutes. I am full of water now. Take pistols home same day in Wisconsin. Most places are. With my concealed carry, I don't have to do a background. Yeah, you just do some paperwork showing that you picked up the gun so they know who has the gun. That's all they do. Do you know about Pennsylvania? I've been buying one a month. Can I buy more? I don't, but there's no limit to the number of handguns a person can buy a month in Pennsylvania at this time, but legislation has been proposed to limit handgun purchases to 1 per month. Currently, there's no law in Pennsylvania saying how many you want. They're trying to pass a bill to make it 1 a month, and concealed carry gets by it. Do I own any transferables? The only thing I own that's class 3 is that suppressor. Gun broker is legit to buy guns from. I always thought it was a scam. No, gun broker is very well policed and patrolled. Gun broker is yes, gun broker is a third party site that hosts these auctions, but it's kind of like buying from eBay. You got to check sellers' ratings and things like that. But sellers on gun broker have to be FFLs or have to be working directly with FFLs. So you have an FFL for recourse. The only thing that can kind of happen, we've seen it before, is some guns get misrepresented on Gunbroker. So they're either not as clean as they should be or they're the wrong features. Like Bursa made a ghost version of the Thunder, which with all stainless hardware, kind of like Beretta made their 92 Ghost. We knew a guy that had tried to buy three copies of that gun from people who were using stock photos, and they kept sending him the wrong gun. My bad, I thought my father saw you can only get 2 a year. Maybe your father-in-law has some kind of court order against him. Bought a few on Gunbroker, the added fees. Yeah, well, all the auction houses do that. So it can get crazy. I've seen some of the receipts. There's the auction fee. There's the fee you pay as a buyer. There's a gunbroker fee. There's a credit card processing fee for most people. It's crazy, man. You add anywhere from 12 to 18% to the price that you pay. If you get more than 2, they say send it to the ATF, but they do anyway, so filing. So, I don't know what you're referring to in that case. Now, there are multiple handgun purchase forms, especially if you buy more than 2 in a week, a 7-day business period. The ATF does not get access to your 4473. The only time the ATF has access to your 4473 is if they have a warrant. Your 4473, even in a state like Virginia, nothing happens with that. It does not get submitted to the U.S. government, to the ATF. All background checks, when they're performed, go through state police, not federal. The only thing that goes through federal is when you apply for something class 3, like a full transferable or an SOT. Just letting you know, just based on my knowledge as a gun store owner. And nobody reports multiple handgun purchases to the ATF. It only gets reported to the state police. Florida is unlimited, but if you buy 2 or more in a 5-day period, the dealer must report to the ATF. So that is a multiple handgun purchase, and that doesn't go to the ATF. It goes to the state police. Now, whether they forward it on to the ATF, I'm not sure. But all firearms in a particular state, unless it becomes a federal case, if it's a local state case, is handled by police. God, I'm glad I live in a constitutional carry state. Constitutional carry state simply means you don't need a permit to conceal carry the gun. That doesn't give you any more freedoms. In fact, it removes some of your freedoms, because if you play by the constitutional carry law and you don't get a permit and you come to the state of Virginia from whatever state you have a carry that is constitutional carry, you can't carry in the state of Virginia. You're actually limited because you live in a constitutional carry state. If I buy 2 guns from the same place and get them shipped to my FFL, do I have to do 2 background checks, or do they do it all in the same one? No, when you buy from 2 places and you have them shipped to one FFL, as long as they are both there at the same time that you're doing the transaction, they are in the stores bound book. So they're coming out of the store's inventory, not from the places you bought them from. So you'll do one form for multiple handguns. I was just told the story, if you got more than 2 pistols, it goes to them, but if they say a pistol, rifle, and a lower, like you said. Like I said, it's the way that gun store people will explain stuff is typically, it's done in the most basic way they can think to say it. But literally, I have the form on this computer. If I sell, let's say you buy a handgun from me today and you come back tomorrow to buy one, because you bought more than once in a 7-day period, I have to report it to the state. It doesn't have to go anywhere near federal, because the ATF never gets a 4473 unless you're under federal indictment. So there's no reason to tell the ATF that you bought more than 2 guns when they never knew you bought the first gun. Cheapest gun I got on Gun Broker was an Ivor Johnson for $50 shipped. Jesus, that's a good deal. Jimmini, love you, brother. No homo. No hemo. No blood. Damn. You lived in Florida, would you get a CC permit? So I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody when they ask me about CCWs and concealed carry permits. I would always recommend getting one if you plan on traveling out of your state at any point. If your goal is to live in Sarasota, Florida for your entire life, you have no desire to drive to Georgia, which is bordering Florida. If you're never going to leave the state of Florida, then it doesn't matter. But also, open carry versus concealed carry is another argument. But if you live in West Virginia, like where I live in Northern Virginia. I am 5 minutes from West Virginia, 20 minutes from Maryland, 25 minutes from Pennsylvania, 30 minutes from Delaware. If I have a non-resident CCW, I can travel in all those states with my gun. But somebody in West Virginia who uses constitutional carry cannot carry in the state of Virginia without a concealed carry permit. So getting a concealed carry permit only helps you. I don't know why people are so argumentative about a concealed carry or why they think it's better not to. It's usually motherfuckers not wanting to spend $150 and taking a 4-hour fucking class. You're either lazy or cheap. Plan on purchasing multiple handguns. I suggest getting one. It makes it easier. No. I mean, it might for you. Again, that could be a state-by-state thing. CCWs don't increase or decrease the amount of time it takes to purchase a handgun. That is not factored in. The only time that a CCW makes any difference is if, like in Virginia, you're only allowed one a month without it. I have to put it in or it auto declines. In the state of Virginia, at least for our state background checks, having a CCW does nothing to decrease the time. It also doesn't give you an instant return just because you have a CCW. Because you can do it in North Carolina, though. I understand where you're coming from. But here in the state of Virginia, it doesn't help at all. I live in Florida, maintain my concealed carry. You don't have a waiting period on handguns. You don't have your CCW. It's automatic. Yeah, that's stupid. My buddy has a CCW in Maryland. They still make him wait 7 days. You also get reciprocity states that will let you carry in their states as well with most other states. Depending on what state you get your concealed carry. That's exactly what I'm saying, Justin. Virginia recognizes all 50 states. If you live in any state and you have a concealed carry permit, you can carry in the state of Virginia. Incognito, what is going on? Where can one see a map for traveling purposes? As much as I hate to direct you to that, Paul, USCCA has a reciprocity map, but you can also just Google it. Just put CCW reciprocity map. As long as you a hunter safety or class card, you can get a CC in Wisconsin without the CC class. Yes, because a hunter safety course is a federally funded program, so yes, it bypasses that. Same thing in Virginia. Although in the state of Virginia, after 2019, they got rid of being able to take the class online. They used to let you just take the in-class part if you wanted to. Like if you were gun savvy already, you could just take the online class. You can't do that anymore. So if I come to you to buy a rifle, I still have to do a full background check even though I have a CCW. Yes, unfortunately, in the state of Virginia, a CCW does not bypass your need to do a background check. North Carolina background checks, yes, if you have a CCW, you simply fill out your 4473 saying that you purchased a firearm because the gun store is required to have that information to know who they gave a gun to, but they don't run it. In Texas, if you have a CCW, they just write your card info on the paperwork. Yeah. So there's a form that has to be held. I'm not sure what Texas exactly does if they do a modified 4473, but like here, if you bought a suppressor, you do your background check when you buy the suppressor. When you pick it up, we are required to fill out a 4473 and just hold it, showing that you picked it up on this day or that day. Hey, Ted. Hey, Ahmad, excuse me. But yeah, again, having a CCW literally does nothing for the state of Virginia other than tell us that you can carry a gun without having to open carry it. It's crazy. I thought you had to do a background check every time. West Virginia permit holders do not need a NICS check. Well, there you go. Like I said, I don't live in West Virginia. My buddy does, but he doesn't buy guns up there. You still fill out a document saying that you picked up your gun, though. Gun stores are required to have some kind of paperwork showing that you picked up the gun. But yes, as long as you're, I'm wondering, I don't know, do they check your permit number though and make sure it's valid? I don't know. I don't buy in other states. I can. I have an FFL. Last time I bought out of state, I literally just handed them my FFL and walked out with the gun. Thoughts on the M249 saw, please. I don't have a thought on it, man. It's a military weapon. That's what SAW stands for, Squad Automatic Weapon. I've never fired one. Canada's just starting to come around on the protected castle laws. Maybe we can get rid of our muskets. Ha! Good luck! We had to give a black eye to the old hegemony that was hegemony, excuse me, that was Britain. Just left the gun store like an hour ago. I only had to sign 2 papers and do the 73 on a tablet. Okay, yeah, so you did the 4473. Yeah, I mean, that's all that, I mean, because that's the only document that really fucking matters to the ATF. So here's the funny thing. If the ATF comes in to do an audit of my store, they can't look at the NICS, but they can't look at the state background forms. They can only look at their background forms, at the 4473s. Connecticut is a 3 handgun per month, must have pistol permit to purchase anything. Gun stores, call state police, runs your permit number for every purchase. Damn. What state has the best laws? The last time I saw a map, I think it was Wyoming or Montana was like number 1. Donnie, not much. What's going on? I put a copy of the permit holder's card in with the 4473. And that makes sense because you're at a store, you might as well get some documentation. Like, if somebody comes into the state of Virginia, like when I sell a handgun to a Virginia resident, if they buy more than one a month, I'm required to put their CCW number on it. Just watching me? No problem. What's up, dude? Ted, you love handguns. Gotcha. But yeah, everybody coming in, do that for me. Hit the like button for me, would you? My goal is to get 100 subscribers every live stream. It helps the channel grow. It makes my pee-pee hard, knowing that I'm getting subscribers. And who knows? If Justin doesn't buy it, I'm going to give away this Holosun. God damn, why is everything running like shit today? Driver's license and CCW was copied and card was taken to the back, I'm assuming to check numbers. Gotcha. What the fuck is running on my computer? Oh, I'm downloading shit. That's what I'm doing. So I tend to let shit download when I'm not doing stuff. It makes things easier. Let's see, what's my peak today? So 440 megabytes a second, 500 megs a second, 600 megs a second, 700. I remember when I was a kid, we had a 1440 baud modem, which was 1400 or 14 kilobytes a second. I'm now downloading at over 750 megabytes a second while also using the internet. What red dot would you recommend for a Canik Prime? Something in the Holosun family. The EPS carry is a good choice. I put one on a buddy of mine. I have the EPS full size on the RXM. It's a little bit wide for the Canik. But I would definitely recommend like a 407 or a 507K, good dots, multiple reticles. You can go with circle, dot only, or circle only. So it can fit pretty much anything you're looking at doing. So you could have a quick draw with just the big circle. You could have a long distance with the 3 MOA dot. What is your favorite handgun? 1911s. America, what the hell is kilometers? Kilometers are like kangaroos per miles or some shit. I'm doing like 10 miles a gallon right now. Yeah, but you're in a truck hauling something. So I did the math. There's actually a video on my channel on why it's better to put 4 people in an excursion than it is to put 4 people in 4 Priuses. It's also why Greyhound bus lines used to do like $10 fares across the country. The way it breaks down, it's much more economical if you're actually doing something with that vehicle. Remember those days? Done dishes, shish, clang bang. What? I'm dropping my phone. I better go to sleep. Good night, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and give a like. Yay, Incognito. What do you think of Great Lakes Firearms? I have an AR-10 that's in 270, thinking about buying it. Great Lakes is pretty cool. One thing I've always noticed is like they seem to use a denser metal. If you compare like their AR-15 to one from like Diamondback or Rattlesnake, Radical or Diamondback, I've always noticed that the Great Lake guns feel a little bit heftier. I don't know if that translates into better recoil or just a better build, but they seem pretty nice. I wouldn't be afraid of one. Should I build an AR or just buy a complete one? Because I really want to build one. There's some companies that make some cheap ARs nowadays. The way I would put this side quest, man, if you want the experience of building your own AR, then just build it. They're not hard. But if you want a gun that's ready to go that you can modify, buy one that's already done. But since you want to build it, building it's a great way to do it. You'll spend about the same money building a nice one as you would buying a mid-range one. You know what I mean? You mentioned the dial-up modem was trying to put the sounds in English. Oh, my bad, dude. You broke my brain with that. Any good word on Masterpiece Arms bolt actions? Never mess with their bolt actions, but I've touched a few of their guns. They seem pretty nice. Doesn't Great Lakes also make a Glock clone? Do they? I never really looked. Do both, buy one and build it. Lol. Do I have a FAMAS? The only FAMAS I have is an airsoft one. Be right back. Meeting a stranger from YouTube, Lamau. Is there any good restaurants near you? Here in Northern Virginia, we have a few, like, we have an Indian restaurant that's really good, but it's super fucking expensive. We have a few Chinese restaurants. So I have all the Chinese restaurants in my area figured out. I know where the best rice is at this one, dumplings are at this one, crispy beef is at this one. So if you don't mind driving 14 miles, you can make a loop and pick up the best Chinese food you ever had. Need gas mask and plates. eBay, dude. What fucking guns you got? I don't need a gun to fuck. I'm disabled and I have a cute dog, so I take him everywhere I need to go. Golden shower, maybe if you lay on your back and piss straight up. Very cute dog. Yeah, my dog is fucking awesome, dude. What are you, like a 9-year-old who just really learned how to type the word fuck? And what the hell is a gun? Favorite AR stock? If you mean like stock itself, a Magpul MOE, but if you're talking about my favorite stock AR, my favorite stock AR, I don't really have one because I don't spend a lot of time with them. I'd probably go something piston driven, like an HK 416, but they're so goddamn expensive I'll never own one. The SOP mods look cool, but I don't like as much the bulges on the side. I kind of like a minimalist one, like what's on the Ruger up there. That's an AR-15 buttstock right there. I don't know the brand. I think it's Magpul, but it might be a Viper. Yeah, I like that really minimalist stock look. I don't like the big chonky monoliths personally. You like the wood AR stock. Dude, Wooks makes some wicked shit. I wonder if Sharps Makes one. Did I go over the Glock V news? Not really. There's not much to say. Glock got booty stomped by the state of California, became a bunch of pussies, and decided to discontinue all their guns. Oh, they do. They do. They only do a grip and a handguard. But I might have to get them for the heat seeker because it's cut for the heat seeker. My gun won't start. That's too fucking funny. Sharps does AK builds too. Did you know that? They do full builds. You live in Oklahoma. All the guns. Sammy the Slammy got gotten rid of. I like the PSA M4 stocks. Never really messed with those ones. Ironic, I have the same laser. Oh, you talking about this one? It's in Ghosted to Bore, and my buddy, his uncle wanted to get rid of it, so I'm getting rid of it for him. Justin claims he wants it, but we'll see. Smells like infrared. Yeah, this is the Hollow Sun LS321G. What do you mean ironic? Don't you mean coincidental? Here's that bolt action I was telling you about was a Masterpiece Arms and 6mm GT 2400. It's what? It's what? It's the Hollow Sun LS321G. Are you uncut? I don't know. I'm alright. That's a big word, Jimmini. Well, considering you always misspell my name, Christ. Oh, I know you'd love to take this Hollow Sun. It's $1,000 laser. Oh, I don't have the AR one, just the green. Oh, so you have the cheap one. The MPA chassis starts at $1,500. Masterpiece makes some pretty cool stuff, man, I tell you. Thinking about a CZ75. It's a really good one. Some of us can't afford nods. I can't afford nods. What makes you think I can afford nods? Oh. I can't afford nods. They're not mine. This isn't mine. It's a buddy of mine. Got any recommendation on PCCs? Yes, Ruger's actual PCC can look really solid when you put like the tactical stock on it. The Ruger LC carbine. If you just want something with like compatibility, like Glock mags and stuff, go with the CMMG Banshee. A lot of the Diamondback ARs in the 9s, things like that. Black Rain is good AR. Yep, Black Rain is definitely. Thought that comment was very funny, but timed the guy out anyways. Yeah, it is what it is, man. It doesn't bother me. Guy said it was like a 6K rifle, but they didn't usually sell them, so they just wanted it gone. That's a good sale. That's a good salesman technique. We used to do that with cars at the end of the year. Yes, this ZR1 Corvette. People don't really like them, so normally we sell it for $100,000, but we're gonna sell it for $90,000 when we actually own them for $70,000. Didn't Taurus make a PCC? If they did, I can't even remember it. What's up with the Ruger 1022 magazines? I've not had smooth operation in anybody but the shorty stock mags. The problem with an extended magazine that takes more than 10 rounds is the design of the 22 long rifle cartridge. 22 long rifle is a rimmed cartridge. In order to get it to go into a stick mag instead of a rotary mag, it requires the round to sit at a funky angle and feed. So as you stack a 22, it wants to do this. That's why when you look at like an AR-15 22 mag, the feeder, the feeder lip goes at an angle that's not the same as a magazine. Anytime you try to stack a rimmed cartridge, you run into a chance that those cartridges can stack over the top of each other and jam. So it's just an unfortunate situation with the cartridge you're trying to shoot. Same thing with 22 Magnum. How much does your friend want for the laser? But the thing is, Justin says he wants it, so until he tells me otherwise. King, what's up? You can definitely afford an ST PVS 14 Gen 3. That's what I have. It's phenomenal, especially a white phosphorus. I want a blue phosphorus nods. You don't see an Uzi in your collection. I've messed with Uzis. Yeah, and we're talking 8, not 9. I don't see an Uzi. Yeah, I've messed with them. I almost bought one. They're fine. Have you ever shot a PSA dagger? Yes, I have the framed one right there. Daggers are fine. Yeah, because they retail for $970. The used market, they're always around $9, so $8 is a hell of a price. Considering it's unused as well. Brother, you held your fingers up for 2 seconds. Brother, you got the backward search function. Plus, unlike my feet, I still have all 10 fingers, so you just got to look for the ones that are down. I just realized I used this one instead of... So does that make me a bottom or a top? Oh, no, that's the prison hole. When you doing range day, punk? I need to arrange a dog sitter for Rocky for a few hours on Tuesdays. When I leave him alone, he poops everywhere. I need your opinion on something. I'm having trouble deciding what I want to get for my next rifle, but I'm torn between 3 different ones. 1022, Tippmann M422, and the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. I can tell you between the Smith & Wesson and the Tippmann, I'd go with the Tippmann. It has the better feature set for the money. And I would go with the M4 Tippmann over the 1022 if you want the magazine capacity. If you want more precision and slow fire, the 1022 is probably more accurate because it doesn't have the same free-floating barrel as an AR. So Tippmann if you want speed and mag capacity, the 1022 if you want accuracy. Great Lakes makes the GL19 Striker. Maybe I should reach out to them, see if they want to send me anything. Oh, and thank you very much to Daria Arms. If they come in here tonight, tell them thank you. They are officially a sponsor of the channel now. Keltec in 22. The Keltec P17 is actually a solid little 22 these days. Benelli M4 or Beretta 1301? Honestly, I would go with the 1301. Beretta owns Benelli anyways. I would go with the 1301 because it's half the price of an M4, yet it's like 85% of the gun. But if you want to go like super and stay with the Benelli, get an M2 and upgrade it. I have an M2 24-inch. I'm getting the barrel cut down to 18.5, and I'm putting the 5-round extended tube on it. I'm putting a carbon fiber extended tube, and I'm getting the tactical grip. And like my T-Sauce and my Gersons, I'm going to have the whole stock custom stippled by my buddy. Which gun is near the teddy bear on the right? That one with the red grip, that is a Fusion Firearms XF Pro. I actually took a minute and put some of the guns together kind of like in their caliber and brand. So that's the XP Pro, the 2011 that takes Glock mags. That's the XF Pro, which is a Striker Fire 9 that takes Glock mags. I put two 2011s up there. I do have my Rock Island, which is my cut 5.0 right there, and the Daria, which is a cut 9mm. 3 different 45 1911 variant style guns. And then on this side, you've got the Wonder 9s with the metal frames. 22s are dirty. 22s are dirty, but they're cheap as shit to shoot. Chris, why you hurt me so? Because I'm 5'4". He has to punch you in the balls. Yes, I agree. Everybody should own a 1022. Chris, if you want to talk about not being poor, when I put that suppressor on that chassis system, that becomes an $1,800 1022. So it is not a cheap gun for the poors. The 3XL shirt is still holding up. Dude, I went with Bayside shirts. Those are very heavy-duty shirts. Supernova. The Benelli Supernova is a great choice if you want to go with the pump. And you can find them for like $300 and get a Benelli. I approve 100%. But mine is the M2, the base model. I have to get it drilled and tapped for a pick rail. So I have the full setup planned out. I'm getting the 5-round extension carbon fiber tube. It's going to be the same length of the barrel at 18.5. I'm getting the top drilled and tapped for a pick rail so I can mount big old like 510 or something on it. Or maybe even an EOTech. I've got an old 512 laying around that I may throw on there. And then I'm going to put the tactical stock with the pistol grip on it. And with all those upgrades to that gun, I'll still be into it for under $1,200. I had a 22 and ran it suppressed. Was a nightmare to clean after. Never again. If you clean it immediately, they're not as bad. But yeah, my buddy has a Ruger Mark IV 2245. And he shot probably 3,000 rounds through his switchback through it and never cleaned it. I was literally in there with chopsticks that I had filed down to sharp points because I didn't want to damage the aluminum, chipping out the carbon. It gets bad. Thoughts on bolt actions AR-15? I saw one the other day and it's definitely interesting. I'd rock one. Any of the 2011s, the Rock Island Mekar mags? Yes, 2011s. So this is actually one out of my old 45, I think. Yeah, so Mekar makes this style mag for the Rock Island double stacks because this is para-ordnance pattern mags. The 2011 mags out of the standard guns do not work. So this is a Checkmate mag, also known as an STI pattern mag. STI worked with Checkmate to design this mag. While they share some similarities, you can see that the Pro mag or the Mekar mag here on this side, the para-ordnance style mag, has a much wider feed lip than the and it's a different cut in the front than a Checkmate mag, STI pattern mag. You had a DR200. Those are fun. Bolt actions are fun with subs. I intend to run that one with subs and my suppressor. CW, what's up? I'm sure you have an HK. I don't anymore. Sold my HKs. I got some good money out of them, and I never shot them, so I got rid of them. My favorite car is a stolen one. I mean, technically, if it's a stolen car, is it technically yours if you haven't changed the VIN plates yet? I need to get a suppressor for my 3030. You just need to get the adapter for your Omega 45. Hey, let's play a game. Heads I win, tails you lose. Ready? Call it. Rocky, what is it? He says it's heads. So you don't like HK, is it poor performance? No, it has nothing to do with the performance. It has to do with the price. HK is very expensive handguns. I had the VP9 with the match grade weight on it, and I sold the gun for almost $800. I only paid $400 for it. So if I can make money on a gun that I never shoot, then it's worth it to me. And the reason I got rid of the HK VP9 was because it was just a polymer frame 9. It really didn't do anything to impress me. You did not win. The only thing on its side is my dog. Here, I'll show you. Have you guys hit the like and the subscribe yet? I'm trying my channel here. You see that plaque? I want to get a gold one. The only way I get a gold one is when all you mother fathers hit the like and the subscribe button. Also, look at that 1911. That's a para-ordnance. Can you spot what looks a little bit different on this 1911? Huh, kids? Do you see? Number 47, brother. What's up, Guile? Can you tell what's different with that gun, though? No. Look closer. Look closelier. It is not a standard 1911. The little switch is the safety. It is a bobbed hammer because that is actually Para Ordnance's light double action. Did you notice the trigger is a hinged trigger? Do you see the roll pin underneath the slide lock? So, yeah, a 2011, 1911 all have linear triggers. 1911s all have linear triggers in them, but not that one. Yo, I thought you wasn't live tonight. That post was from yesterday, guy. I'm doing lives every day now, Evan. So do any of the Mechgar magazines fit the 2011 grip modules? No, because the cut is in the wrong place. Hold on, I want to show you my dead dog. My dog died. Isn't that right, buddy? You dead, Rocky? Huh? You dead? You dead, Rock? He knows how to deal with my bullshit. Weird 1911. Yeah, I love it. Do I wear a seatbelt? I always wear a seatbelt, man. Seatbelt's where it's at, dude. If you tighten it enough, it's kind of like a fat girl hugging you. He's cool. Rocky! Rocky! Wake up, boy! Okay, I was just making sure. Dude, he can play dead like nobody's business. Real one, fly out that windshield. No, the problem is they use those new triple coated windshields, so they don't break as easy as they used to back in the day. So your only hope is to roll the vehicle and hope you go out a door. What's his full name? Okay, that is Rocky McManus Zaxxon Stone. Although I'm dropping the Zaxxon because he doesn't come in here anymore, I'm about to drop the McManus. That motherfucker never comes in here, and he's never been a member of the channel. That's it. His name is Rocky Stone, which is a better name. You got him stuffed and put on his favorite pillow. Can you come here, buddy, please? They think you're dead. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, Rocky. Rocky, come. Come. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Seriously. Did you just wink at me? No. Come here. You're making me look like an idiot on the internet. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here, pal. Come here. You know you want to. He's just tired. Here, come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. A little closer. A little closer. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. You can tell how pleased he is to be awake at this hour. You're fine. Yeah. Well, then sit like a real dog. Oh, oh, buddy. Oh, oh. Who's a good boy, huh? You okay, buddy? You'll be all right. You want a treat? You want a snack? He just wants to sleep. Oh, okay. Here you go. Here you go. Go ahead. Oh, I feel like shit. Here, bud. Have another treat. Oh, he said leave him alone. Yeah, he just wants to do a couple circles, lay down, and go back to sleep. Yeah. We'll give him a big chicken treat. There you go, buddy. Thank you. He's wagging now, okay? Look, he's actually Okay, he's laying down. He's enjoying his popsicle. Rocky! Rocky Stone is the puppy poor name. Dude, he started humping dogs. It's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy. It's a naturalized dog behavior, but... Chicken, chicken, rubber bands. Everybody clap their hands. Ooh, ee, ooh, ee. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy, Rocky. Surprised nobody's asked me what's my weirdest gun yet tonight. I won't answer that question. I've already showed you. So anyways, back to the pinned message. If you guys are interested, we're going to be doing a Jimmini Show hoodie. Everybody that has a t-shirt already knows what my logo looks like. They're $45 for pre-order plus $10 for shipping. So figure $55. After I have them made, which at this point is going to be the end of the month. Sorry. They're going up to $55. Favorite on the wall tonight. My favorite on the wall tonight is probably a toss-up between those two. The Night Stalker and the Gerson Match X. Those are two of my favorite. Now, if we're talking about a throwback as a favorite, the Para Ordnance CCW is one of my favorites on the wall just because it's such a bizarre 1911. Yes, it has the wrong mag in it. But if we want to go full oddball, the Rock Island 5.0 has got to be the winner in terms of the oddball on the wall tonight because that has what I would call a novel style operating system. What's your weirdest gun with the serial number scratched off? Oh, I can't tell you that, my friend. There's still a couple of cases waiting on that one. Do you still work for that one gun shop? No, I left Middletown Firearms back in 2023. I own my own gun store now. I own my own FFL. You already go over Glock discontinuing 80% of the lineup and releasing the V-Series. Yes, a little bit. I'm waiting till I see a technical drawing of it, but basically it's going to have a Canik-style takedown where it won't have a backplate anymore, so you'll have to pull down, like a Canik. If you look at a Canik, a modern Canik Meta, you pull the takedowns and you slide the slide forward about a quarter of an inch and then it just lifts off. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to have to do. Nick, what's up? How are you and Rocky doing? Go back 4 minutes and you'll see me holding him like a baby because I picked him up and he was not a fan of it. He does not like being on camera. It's weird. What's your best gun, please? My best gun is probably my AR-15, my custom. It's not up on the wall. Van, what's up? So Glock will increase price for V-Series? No, they've already released a statement saying the guns will be at the same price. The only downside right now is the first release of all the V-Series pistols are not going to be optics capable. LeMay, it's Glock, man. But it's okay. All the motherfuckers that think Glock are the best, I've never seen a state ban one handgun that fast. What do you carry when you go shopping? Groceries, the family, the team. Also a 1911. The best gun is a free one. Just bought my first gun, which is a Holosun HS11 Pro 9mm. However, I'm still nervous about using it, and I close my eyes when I shoot. How can I improve myself and build confidence? Thank you. Dry fire is one way to really get into it, because one thing you're doing is you're anticipating the shot. Now, you can't duplicate the sound of the gun firing when you're dry firing, but you can learn when the gun breaks, when the trigger breaks. So you want to dry fire a lot. Practice dry firing at home. Just point at a light switch or some safe direction, please. And then that will help you learn when the trigger is going to break, so that when you're shooting the gun, when it's loaded, you'll at least know when the trigger is going to break so you can focus on keeping your eyes open. We were talking about that earlier, actually. If you watch the movie The Matrix, they all wear sunglasses because those guys are blinking like little bitches. If you watch movies like when he does the John Wick series, when he really got into guns, or Underworld Evolutions, or any of the Kate Beckinsale Underworlds, when they're firing guns, they don't wear sunglasses because they are actually stopping themselves from blinking. You're always going to blink. It just depends on whether or not you can stop after the first one or not. So if you watch me shooting and mag dumping, a lot of times my first shot of the day, I'll blink anyway. Where can we get the hoodie? I'll have to pick one up in a few weeks when I get paid from my scare acting job. You'll have to email me, and it'll either have to be credit card, Zelle, or Cash App, because if it's done through YouTube, it would be another 30% on top. Funny, the Glock stopped a lot of models because of a switch, but the 320 had a lot of accidental firing, but the 320 hasn't been halted yet. Yeah, because the 320 has been demonstrably proven that it has to be manipulated. It's just too easy to manipulate, whereas the Glock is a purposely changed item. Scary, they got pushed into that because it's ease of conversion into a machine pistol. Basically, any AR is easily converted. Seems like a long con by politicians to go after ARs. So I am a little bitch. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Sorry. Finally made it to our new apartment in Oregon a few weeks ago. I finally got settled. I missed the lives. Good to be back. Well, the good news is, Redneck, I do lives every single day now. So come on back, man. Bring your Russian friends. Hey, in my opinion, a lot of y'all are little bitches, but don't feel bad about it. You can be a little bitch. You can toughen up. It's easier to toughen up than it is to lighten up. So if you're a hard ass and you're set in your ways and you're a dick, I'd rather be a little bitch because I can get better. A hardcore dick is a dick for his entire life. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Makes sense to me anyways. I'm the biggest bitch. Smegula! I've run into you on a few lives that I haven't chatted in. I've been waiting for you to come back and say hi. There are plenty of other handguns that can full auto. Is Glock setting a standard for that? Will others conform? It's not that there's a lot of guns that can full auto. It's the desire and ease of the gun to be acquired by illicit means. And honestly, if you did it to a Taurus, it would probably explode. But it requires manufacturing planning and effort to do that. And Glock did all the work already. If you look at it, the Glock was designed to be capable of full auto fire, such as the Glock 18. So the switch that can go on the back of it is something that was designed into the gun. It's like an M16 can be full auto because it was designed to be full auto. Most modern polymer 9s are not designed to be full auto. The drop safeties, the disconnectors, the designs of them are slightly different, so it can help prevent that. Did I see the video you sent about the Flux? Yeah, the ODG one. That makes sense. Yep, really, that's awesome. I'll definitely pop in some more. Yay! Would you recommend red dot? Yes, I would. As you can see, of the guns on the wall, the only ones that are not rocking a red dot right now are not capable of having a red dot. So, except for the Night Stalker. I got that back from Stone, and I've just been a lazy motherfucker, and I haven't put an optic on that one. But yeah, every gun on that wall that is capable of having a red dot has a red dot on it. That being said, I highly encourage you to become proficient with irons first. When you learn to shoot irons, transitioning to red dot is super easy, and you have the additional skill set of being able to shoot iron sight guns. I know there's people out there that will swear by red dots and that's all they want to shoot, but they haven't learned point shooting and iron sight shooting, so if the red dot dies, they're out there in the middle of the range going, I wonder if that bird has a CR123 battery. Where'd you get your STI Grandmaster from? From a buddy's pawn shop. Doesn't Glock themselves make the switches themselves, or are they all just as branded as Glock? No, they actually designed that switch because they had the 18C, and that was a complicated built-in switch, and then the manufacturer of that switch designed the rear mount switch that replaced the rear plate. What are the pros of having a red dot? Single point of aim. Barkeep needs an EOTech. That Barkeep is not the one that comes with the rail on it. If that had the rail, I would put something stupid on it. I'd put a 4-power ACOG on it because that's the only gun that can use it without pirating you. What are the pros of having a red dot? Single point of aim. Whatever you put the red dot on, once it's sighted in, is where that round is going to go, as long as it's sighted in. I need to get a red dot for the Pro Diggy. Yeah, get the EPS, man. I like the EPS. Like you said, with the Glock, millions of them, criminals will be using them for decades. It's also the reason why the other opposite side of that question I get asked a lot when it comes to that is, will the value of Glock go up? Fuck no. There's tens of millions of Glocks out there. The Echelon's a really solid gun. Mouse! Hey, dude. How do I feel about the Echelon? I like the Echelon, however, it does fall into that polymer frame 9 category. But Sharps Brothers sent me their frame for it, along with the RXM and that heat seeker up there. Completely changes the gun. Yes, it doubles the price, but it completely changes the gun. I mean, I don't wish nothing bad to Glock or nothing. It kind of seems like it was asking for trouble. Yeah. Tired of California? Lol. I always say once a red dot fails, you have to shoot with regular sights, but if you can't shoot with regular sights, you are fucked. You got that right, Mr. Guile. That's what I'm always saying to people. Like, I have friends that will watch me point shoot, and they're amazed that I can point shoot. Point shooting is easy. within 25 yards, hitting a man-sized target should be no problem for you as a competent shooter. So sometimes I'll point shoot from like 35, 40 yards, and I will admit I don't hit every shot. In a lot of the videos, you'll hear me miss once or twice, but point shooting is a very good skill to learn. Point shooting means you know where your barrel is, and you can just literally, or hip firing, if you want to call it that. Maybe you have a good night, and I'll catch you on the next time. All right, Sam. Echelon 4.0 rocks, the comped ones, and the frame kicks ass. Yep. Would recommend practicing shooting without aiming or shot while aiming. You should always aim first. Once you really get down once you really get your grip, however you hold it. I'm very disabled. I stand slightly canted. You can ask Stone. I don't stand in a full straight-on presentation because I'll fall over because I don't have feet. So I stand almost kind of in a modified Weaver stance. So I'm a little bit canted to the side, and a lot of times my gun is actually slightly car style, which is center axis relock. And the thing is, with every gun I own, I always shoot at iron sight first so that I can learn how to shoot iron sight. You don't want to just start point shooting. If you try to point shoot, then you're just doing accuracy by volume. Would recommend practice shooting. Don't be so modest. I've seen you do point shooting and you're right up there with PewView. Oh, I wish, man. Thank you, Mouse, but no. I've been trying to find STI Grandmaster used for a good price. It's impossible. Yeah, because the market hates people. My Grandmaster's for sale, but it's not reasonably priced. You think a cartridge similar to 30 Super Carry will ever gain popularity? The problem with 30 Super Carry, a couple of problems. Number one, it launched during COVID. Number two, only two manufacturers make guns for it, Smith & Wesson and Nighthawk Custom. Nighthawk Custom, that's probably the best shooting 30 Super Carry you're ever going to get, but it's $4 fucking grand. And then Smith & Wesson, it was just 30 Super Carry. Number three is the way they marketed 30 Super Carry. When you market a round that's going to completely supplant another round that's actually better, it never works out well. The reason 300 Blackout is so fucking solid is because 300 Blackout never claimed that it was going to replace 5.56. All they said was, this is a 30 cal round designed to be shot suppressed that you can buy fucking subsonic ammo. Holy shit. Smegula! Yo, community, donate if you can. Show me up. Put some cash where it helps. Jimmini Show keeps it real. Zothoth supports and endorses this message. Donate if you can. Holy shit, Smegula! Wow, that's crazy, dude. But consider also aiming is useless if you can't grip your gun properly. That is true as well. That's why you need to dry fire. Dry firing fixes a lot of that. You can practice your hold, you can practice your trigger pull, you can practice your aiming. And yes, I am cross-eye dominant, but I can actually shoot with both eyes now. Another 50 for the titty stream. Yeah, we're still way far off, buddy. Llama, what is up, sir? Love you, man. Keep plugging. Thank you so much, Smegula. That is an amazing donation, and it will go to paying for his food for a week. That is what a lot of the YouTube money goes for. I spoil my dog fucking rotten, dude. You know what I had for breakfast today? I had a couple of hot dogs. You know what he had for breakfast? A $6 can of stew. You know why he had a $6 can of stew? Because I felt terrible that he ran out of his stew yesterday and he had to eat dry food. Getting on a plane, headed home. Nice, dude. I will count it towards the titty stream, but we're still $870 away, brother. He eats better than you. Well, yeah, he eats better than me. That's why he's healthier than me. He's a good boy. Is Rocky a good boy? You my good boy, buddy? I'm not giving you another T-R-E-A-T. He can spell treat, by the way. I don't even know why I'm bothering spelling it. I wish I could kick the back of my own neck like a dog can. I gotta get it on video, man. He has the goofiest fucking smile when he's scratching himself. Who's a good boy? You want to come here and get pet? I promise I won't pick you up. Come here. I won't pick you up. I promise. Come here. Come here, buddy. I won't pick you up. I promise. Come here, buddy. Are you burping up your lollipop? All right, buddy. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I'm just making sure you're okay. Oh, I love this motherfucker. He's my boy. He's my good boy. Yeah, good boy. You're my good boy. Dude, we take long naps every now and then, but we also take long walks. I take him to the park every morning. He is my boy. What's Rocky's favorite treat? There's a couple of them. There's a jerky treat that's actually human grade and safe for Rocky, and then there's a chicken lollipop that he likes. Oh, just canceled the live stream. Hang on. But yeah, look how happy this boy is, man. Penny's 6th birthday's this Sunday. Wow, that's pretty good for a wabbit. Why the hell did Timu recommend a plate carrier? Oh man, plate carriers from Timu are fun, dude. They're made out of styrofoam and hope. I do a lot of dry practice for cowboy shooting. Exactly. So you agree with me? Dry firing is a good thing. What's Rocky's favorite treat? We already said that. Why the hell did Timu? We already did that. Oh, Rocky. Rocky is the best boy ever. He just doesn't like it when I film him because he knows I'm gonna talk on the internet about him. Got an old Jukar black powder 45 caliber made Kydex outside the waistband holster. When I get around to it, I'm going to fit an optic plate for a Holosun on there to piss off the FUDs. Holy crap. Did you ever see that video of the guy that redid a World War II 1911 because it was completely rotten? Look at that boy. This is my favorite thing. He loves that. Like when we're not on stream, he'll rest his head in my hands and I'll just pet him. This boy knows what's up. He knows he has a good life. Yeah, this floor's fucky, but he sleeps on a bed, so... Yeah, good boy. Good boy. I can't give you another one, buddy. You know that. If I give you too many, then you'll get all fat and shit. Dry firing is great. Damn, John Heyman, thank you for the cool dude with the cool dog. Always entertaining and enjoyable. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You guys are making my freaking month. I'm not even freaking close to being facetious about that. I didn't realize how expensive he was, and I don't care how expensive he is. Yeah, my boy gets the best. I don't give a shit. It's kind of like a parent is with their kid. They know that they're going to suffer for their kid. Holy shit. Smegula and Heyman, thank you guys both so much. That's so awesome. Look at Rocky. He's so happy. He knows. Who's a good boy? Also, I don't make him wear a collar inside. Some people make their dogs wear a collar 24/7, and I get that, but yeah. Hey, James, what's going on? Makes me feel better to support a gun guy than a guy holding up a sign. Facetious, wow, your grammar is on point. Thank you, sir. COVID time was a great time to dry fire since we couldn't go out. Happy birthday, Joe. Thank you, Stone. Actually, my birthday is in 3 weeks. My birthday is the 13th of next month. All right, buddy. I'm going to go back to live streaming so you don't have to sit there and watch me. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. You want one of your crunchy treats? I can give him one of these. These are actually good for his hips, and he has to eat a couple a day. These are very important. Because of what he is, being German Shepherd and stuff, he has to protect his hips. So, there you go, buddy. Good boy. I don't know what the frick Winchester was thinking with the 21 Sharps. They should have revived the 44 Amp. I don't know either of those calibers, but they sound cool. There you go, buddy. Sorry. My birthday's 2 days ahead of you. Sweet, dude! I didn't know we were that close. Sig 522 was my favorite, probably. Nice. And Smegula, thank you for the again for the thought. Is that a real hand? I hope so. These hands have done some really dirty things to me. Said hi. What are you doing? Nice tools. Thank you, Lalo. 44 Amp is a rimless 44 Magnum. Oh, that's cool. I agree then. They should have done that. I'd love to shoot a 44 Magnum out of reliably out of a semi-auto. Good boy. He's sitting here all stoic, acting like I didn't watch him lick his own nuts the other night for 12 minutes. No pheasants today, so I left with a rock pigeon. They cook up surprisingly well. Shh. Rocky. Who's a good boy, buddy? You doing good? Good boy. And the thing that pisses him off is that he knows that after we're done with the live stream, I'm going to take him out one more time. and then I have to film some stuff for the other channel. I've never gone pheasant hunting. I would if somebody would take me. Take on me, take on me. I can't get that high off of a break. Other channel. Oh, dude, I got 4. So there's one for him. It's called A Dog and a Dude. That's where I just put. Did you just bump into a fan? I put up random videos of my boy. He's looking at me. He's like, "You better not be filming. You're a good boy." Who's a good boy? You are. You're a good boy. You know that, buddy. So then I've got Seated VR, which is my VR game channel. I put the videos on here as well while I grow that channel. And then I also have Jimmini Tech, which is a tech channel. 44 Automag is the 44 amp. You make the cases out of 308 Win Mag. Oh, gotcha. What about the gun? Y'all been noticing how pessimistic and negative online has been recently, especially about the U.S.? It's crazy how negative. The reason why social media gets so negative about the United States is because people click on those videos. I'm leaving. I hate this. Blah, 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 blah. 44 Mag and Auto. AMP is the Magnum Force Clint Eastwood. They came back a year ago. Oh, yeah, AMT with their hardballers or whatever. Not the hardballer. Was it AMT? But the Automag. The Automag came back. Demo Wrench did a video on them, and they all exploded. Yeah, so I do Ghost of Tabor in VR, which is kind of funny because this laser is actually in the game, and I use it on all my guns. But yeah, so Ghost of Tabor is the VR game I've been playing primarily, but I also play Arizona Sunshine 2, Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades, Gun Club VR, Robo Recall, so I play a lot of different games. Penny's birthday is confirmed to be Sunday. She will be 6 years old. Damn, isn't that old for a rabbit? I mean, that's great, but isn't that old for a rabbit? That's getting up there, isn't it? I liked your VR stream. Dude, yeah. Also, another concept I had, and it would require me using OBS, so it would be a full stream on YouTube, is if you guys come together, and this is a bizarre thing, but Robo Recall is great. Yeah, it is. Let me finish the sentence and I'll tell you what shadow banning is. If you guys pay me $100 an hour, I will spend 24 hours in VR. I will not take off the headset for 24 hours. I will even urinate in VR. Shadow banning. All right. X-Ray, what's up, dude? Back surgery. Shit. Sorry, dude. Shadow banning is when YouTube just refuses to promote my channel. I don't appear in searches naturally. You have to physically type in a keyword that I have in my description to find me. So I'm not recommended in feeds. Like if you're scrolling through lives and stuff, I don't get recommended. That's why we haven't seen as much goons on here tonight or for the last week or so. Because when we had that one stream that had over like 11,000 views or something like that in 2 hours, that was the last time we had a full house because I think I did something stupid. They can live 10 to 15 years. Holy shit. That's awesome. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Just nice to see some regular folks having a good time here. It's only on outside, go outside, and it's all completely normal and no one cares. Yeah, it's always the internet, dude. I'm terrible at the game. Also, Joe, I think I dropped that pistol. Couldn't find it when I got back to the base. Which one? The FN or the Glock? There's some file for a helmet. We'll send the link to you. All right. Is 22 Win Mag the same as 22 Magnum, or are they the same thing? Yes. So WMR is the same thing as Magnum. It's kind of like when you look at 9mm. You got 9mm, 9x19, 9 Parabellum, 9mm Luger. It's all the same. Oh, well, that Glock was shit anyways. You talking about the John Wick Glock? I can get you more. We're talking about the video game YouTube, okay? Dude, I was really considering messing with you really bad tonight, too. I was going to put like $1 million in gold inside of your secured container and give it to you just to watch you try to walk with it. Also, go through your bunker and see if you have a journal. If you have a journal, bring it to me. Yeah. one of the reasons I love VR is because it allows me to be a lot more physical than I actually can be. Like, I heard your kid asking to play Gorn. I fucking love Gorn. When I was on full bed rest for 3 weeks, I was literally in Gorn swinging like a motherfucker. Just fucking just thunk, 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 thunk. Yeah, the funny thing is, too, when you hide money in your security container, it goes to the bottom of the container and you can't even see it. It would have been funny. Now that Dairy Arms is a sponsor, do you think you'll be able to get your hands on the Dairy DY12Y? It's their mini semi-auto shotgun. I will ask them. They're currently sending me their 2 new guns right now for a November 14 launch. So I'm waiting for those. What is Rocky's favorite dog toy? Rocky doesn't actually like dog toys. Um, I think I don't have full confirmation. He was a little over a year when I got him. He's like 15 months when I got him. He's 18 months now. He didn't know what a treat was. He didn't know what a tug rope was. He didn't know what a puzzle toy was. He didn't know what a treat was. He didn't know what anything really was. He literally did nothing. He was timid and scared. So I think whoever had him before just left him locked up in a kennel or a pen 24/7. I don't think he ever got to play. Like the first time he got to play with another dog, if you watch him play with dogs, he's like a 2-month-old puppy. Like when a dog comes at him, he pops up over him, he jumps around. He plays like it's the first time he's ever played. He doesn't fetch, he doesn't catch, he doesn't do a lot of stuff, but he does tricks. It's really weird. You say poor dog, but it's just like you. Like every experience you've ever had has led you to be you. Every experience he had led him to me. And now at 18 months, which means he'll live for another 10 to 14 years, depending on how well I continue to overfeed him. But he's going to live a long time as the happiest freaking dog on the planet. So he suffered through a year of boredom to get to where he is now, is what I like to say. Doesn't Daria have a Beretta 92 clone? Yes, it's called the Melik, Melik. Check your email, sent you the helmet. All right, give me a second. I used to play Minecraft with the Oculus DK1 one week later, and for like 20, 30 seconds, everything was large pistol blocks in my room. Yeah, you can actually have issues like that. Like when I play some racing games, if I drive a lot of Japanese cars in my dreams, all of a sudden I have right-hand drive cars. Rocky is a rescue dog? Yes, Rocky was a rescue from a humane society that took him from a home that had 57 animals. Different animals, not just dogs. Dogs, cats, birds, horses, all kinds of animals. And I think because that owner had so many animals that he was completely neglected. Also, I don't know if I've made a video on it. I should. His tail was definitely broken by the previous owner. For the first week I had him, he refused to let me touch his ass. Like if I got near his tail, he would freak out. Now I can grab his tail and wag it like an idiot, but strangers aren't allowed to touch his tail. Which headset do you have? I have, yeah, I'll talk to them, definitely. What I need you guys to do is when they send me the guns and I do the ads and the reviews, I need you guys to definitely watch it. So I have the MetaQuest 3. It works really good. I like this. This has the best lenses on the market right now. No, I hate hearing that shit. Me too, dude. And here's the thing. He wasn't my first choice as a dog. And I'm sorry to say that. I wanted a big, dumb dog. So the first dog I went to look at was a Pit Bull Cane Corso. And it didn't work out. So again, everything in your life leads you to another point. And that's what led me to Rocky. And I am absolutely grateful because whoever wound up with this other dog named Guppy, they wound up with a really nice dog that really didn't gel with me. Rocky and I get along like freaking peanut butter and jelly. He will play with me as much as I want, but then when it's time to calm down, he calms down. He loves taking naps with me, and he's my service dog. He literally wears a service dog vest. Yeah, let me check my email real quick. Have I ever played Onward? No, I have not. But I have Contractor Zone Exfil, Contractor Showdown Exfil Zone, Gun Club VR. I've got a bunch of shooters. My favorite is actually Hot Dog Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, if we're going to be completely honest. Hold on. I just got a credit card update, so. Oh, I won some books for $3. Holy shit. I'm guessing that's a Kickstarter. Oh no, that's a 3D printed thing. That's cool, but I would not wear that. That would be way too hot for my head. That would be way too hot. My brain would fry. Guys, do me a favor. All you new people that aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 200K so that I can get even more sponsors. I have a talent agent looking for sponsors for me and shit. So, I love grape. Rocky is blessed to have you. I'm blessed to have Rocky. Honestly, without Rocky, I'd be cresting 255 pounds right now, and I've been sitting on my ass. Did they release another Vision Pro? Nice. It's probably broken too. Good night. Hey, Smegula, thank you for the huge dono. Rocky thanks you. That buys his food for a couple of weeks. And, dude, you've always been a proud supporter of the channel, and I'm sorry I never gave you that M4. I love grape. Do you have a 300 blackout? Yeah, I got several. I tried Onward, but it gives me a panic attack. That can happen. DY12Y, it's a mini version that they even make a compensator for. Nice. Congratulations, that's awesome that you and the dog have gelled so well. What's even crazier, Chaos, is the picture, like the banner picture on his webpage, on his YouTube channel, was an hour and a half after I got him. He was so comfortable with me from day one that within an hour and a half of me getting him here, he was upside down and sleeping in my lap. I can make that. You can put some little PC fans in a helmet. Dude, if you make it, I'll wear it. Just for fun. I've got the Valve Index. Yeah, Stone has the really good, powerful headset. My headset has better lenses than the Valve Index, but his has the better controllers. Subscribe, everyone. I did, and I don't regret it. Me either. Yeah, it looks pretty rad. Might have to find one. Is real weapons? Yes. Wait, you have a video of Rocky? Rocky has his own channel. At a dog and a dude. There you go. So a dog and a dude. I made that his channel and I put him first. Yeah, the lenses on mine give me headaches. Yeah, so what you have is the standard style lenses. I've got a Quest 2 that has the same lenses. The Quest 3 has pancake lenses. They're completely flat, and they don't have that lenticular look to them, so they actually are much better and crisper, and they're also 4K. I'm going to follow that. Thank you, Guile. It's just a silly channel that I started so I could document his life. I have videos I haven't put up yet, like him farting and waking himself up. How fast he is when he runs to a fence next to the constructions. Frenzel, that's it. Fresnel, yes. If you look up or down, it gets blurry. Yes, that lens design is designed to only be pure and clear when you're looking straight at it. The pancake lenses in the Quest 3 are very visually accommodating, so you can look at top, bottom, left, and right, and you don't lose the fidelity. Oh, there he goes. He's starting to do his talk. Hold on. Let me see. Nah, he woke himself up. So he does this yip when he's sleeping. It's the same yip he makes when he's playing and when he's thinking about chasing chipmunks and gophers and hamsters. You heard it? Yeah. It's kind of a cute thing, but sometimes I worry, so I check on him. And then when he gets to really kicking, it's crazy. He's kicked the shit out of me. What breed is he? He is German Shepherd, American Staffordshire. Good night, Booty. Good night, Joe. Hey, Unc, the lighting in the stream is kind of whack. I can't decipher your ethnicity. Could you be kind to let me know so I can use an appropriate slur? Yes, I'm a Caucasian. I'm a zipper head. I mean, you're doomed to always work at McDonald's for the rest of your life, but you do you, bud. I used to live in Massachusetts. Best thing I did was move. Um, and I have a problem with that actually. CW. I don't understand why people don't leave a place they don't like, and people will say it's because they have family and that they have friends. If you're not happy, it doesn't matter who you have around you. You can always visit family. You can always visit friends. I moved from Minnesota to Virginia to get away from my family, to get away from people that were my friends. And then when I moved down here, they all fucking followed me. So, love you, Dad. So my dad was moving up to Connecticut and he had a house down here. So he's like, hey, come down here. Okay. Actually, the whole reason was I was having surgery and they had taken one of my toes, and my dad was like, hey, come down here, live with me, you'll be my roommate. And then I went to work at Home Depot, and that was shitty. And then he moved up there, then he moved back, and then I moved out, then he moved on. They bought a house, I moved in, they moved on, I moved out. Now I'm here, I got Rockied, everything's fine. I got the best dog in the world. Gonna jump out, gotta be up at 5 a.m. Yeah, we're dipping out in 10 minutes too. Thank you, King. Thank you for coming in. Best thing I did, wish I could have stayed and voted the lunatics out, but we all know how that goes. Yeah, pretty much, man. Lol, wows, people. Yeah, people can be very idiotic around here. Hey man, gonna jump out. Yeah, really, that's why I moved here to Oregon. I hated the damn desert, and my family was just not great to live with. I get it, dude. What's weird is I don't like California, but I've never lived there. You don't have to not like them to not know that you don't want to not want to live there. I should return to Montana. Those mountains are amazing. Also, no sales taxes and easy to get firearms. Yeah, that works good. What job do you do now? I own a odds and end shop slash firearm store slash I'm a gun tuber. I sit on my ass and play with guns all day. I honestly want to move out of Texas to check out the world, but I just love the gun laws here. Texas is awesome, but again, I don't say that you just have to leave where you live. If you love where you live, fucking stay there. I know people that love New York City, love California, love Seattle, Washington for some god-awful reason. If you love where you live, there's no reason to leave. But if you complain every other day to somebody you know about how much you hate it here, fucking move. It's the United States of fucking freedom, bro. Texas is big. Everything's bigger in Texas. Did you know I was conceived in Texas, according to my father? Because he's proud that he had sex. There's nowhere else to go with that. I'm going to move into the shop above you, Joe. I don't know if I can let you do that. The lady up there likes guns too, and she's bought a few from me. And she's kind of cool. You okay, buddy? You kind of bouncing around. You know, you could always go sleep in the bed. I've gotten him so that he'll stay in bed after we've both been sleeping for a while. Like, I usually get up around 2 o'clock in the morning because I don't sleep much, and I'll play a couple of levels of my VR game. If you've actually watched the videos I put up, those are usually recorded at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I might start Twitch streaming at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Yo, what's up? What's up, Random? Hey, bud, life a roller coaster, ups and downs, lefts, rights, keeps on keeping on the fight. Good fight. You are an awesome person no matter who says what. Thank you, and I appreciate people that are positive and encouraging, and I understand when some people are negative, but I do appreciate the hell out of everybody that's positive towards other people. There's enough for all of us, and there's enough of the pie for everybody to get something in this world, so to sit here and wish ill will on somebody that doesn't deserve it is bullshit. Now, if somebody's a diaper sniper, a chomo, a beater, a wife beater, a abuser of children, those motherfuckers, they deserve all the hate they get. But not liking somebody just because they're not your favorite rapper, or they're not your favorite YouTube person, or they're not your favorite actor, or they're not, fuck politicians. I was gonna say your favorite politician. All politicians are fucking assholes. But not liking a politician, for example. There's enough love in this world to go around. We don't need all the hate. Didn't you work in car dealership before? Yes, I did. You do have more guns than she does. Well, you don't have more guns than she has. You have more of my guns than she does. Yes, for almost 20 years, I worked in the automotive fields. I worked at independent used dealerships the first 10 years of my career, and then I went to work for Ford, Chevy, and I ended my career as the floor manager of a Chevrolet dealership. But I also owned my own body shop and mechanic shop during that time. Play Siege. I have it. I don't care for it. I lived in Louisiana all my life. I've traveled to 30 other states. Missouri, Montana are the most beautiful. That's awesome, dude. I'm an Army brat, so I traveled around a lot. I lived with my mom until I was 11 in Schenectady, New York. Didn't travel around much, but then as soon as I moved away with my dad, right? You know, me and my dad, we used to drive cross country 3-4 times a year to go and visit family in Connecticut from Minnesota. So I'm used to long trips. I'm used to just up and leaving. I've also been the kind of person where my brain is like, Rocky is the first relationship, if you want to put it that way, where I'm responsible for another person or thing or a living organism. And even him I'll take with me if I decide to just say fuck you to everybody else I know. So I've never had a problem up and leaving. When I decided to come to Virginia, I literally did it in 2 days. My dad was coming back from Afghanistan from his last tour. I was going to pick him up at the airport. His complicated family matters. He was moving down here. So I picked him up at the airport, and we decided that weekend that I was going to move from Minnesota to Virginia. So I loaded his truck up, fucking took all my shit, and moved down here. Look, SIG is the most reliable gun. They fire 100% of the time. Dude, they fire 105% of the time. They even fire when you don't ask them to. Funnest gun to shoot in your opinion? Honestly, my 1911s and 2011s. They're my favorite guns to shoot. They're the most accurate. Couldn't have said it better. Thank you. We'll let you know if I make the helmet. Dude, let me know. That'd be hilarious. You're so right. Your opinion, feelings are your own. It does not validate negative behavior. Thank you. And I approve of that. When I pick on somebody when they're being an asshole, when they come into the live stream and they say something racially motivated, or they make fun of my eyes, or, oh, why are your eyes so far apart? Hey, your field of vision's 190 degrees. Yes, on a good day I can see my own ears. Whatever. But when you come in here and you just start with that shit, I rip into people like that one. Do you think the helmet would be comfortable? I'm thinking I would have to put some kind of foam padding on the inside of it to really comfort it out. Like, so this has, this is not the factory strap. The factory strap that comes with these is like a shitty little strap. It's just a fabric strap, and I replaced it with this. It's kind of like a Pro, so you can see it's got foam padding back here, foam padding up here, and then this can lock down. These are easily adjustable. So this is what's most comfortable for me, and I think the helmet, just kind of sitting it on my head, would be comfortable with the right padding. Sig is the Alakabam. Jesus loves you. Thank you. Do you know any good display sand for a 6-shooter 8-inch barrel? I really don't, but I would definitely suggest like maybe checking out Amazon. Amazon makes some cool stuff. I've got a couple of 1911 stands that are 3D printed that are pretty cool. Oh, your headset looks comfortable. It really is, man. I can wear that for 4 or 5 hours without a problem. The helmet does look like it would get hot. Yeah, you know what I would probably maybe think about doing just for shits and giggles is water cooling that helmet. How do you do, man? I've missed every stream for the past 6 months. Sorry, Chris. That sucks. And unfortunately, this live is about to end in 2 minutes. We only do 2 hours a day now because I do it 5 days a week. Thanks, bro. Have a good one. No problem, man. How do you do? Blah, blah. Sorry, I already read that one. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 So yeah, I'm only doing a couple hours a day just because I want to maintain a live presence here. That would be a good idea. It would be kind of funny. I'd have to design some kind of mini reservoir for it, but it would be cool. Literally. Evan, you have a good night, brother. So I'm thinking Friday night streams will be a 3-hour stream, maybe longer, depending on the popularity of the stream. So, how much are you selling your STI Grandmaster for? So I'm not really looking to sell the gun anymore. I've tried to sell it. Me and FV Ordnance had a misunderstanding, so he wound up not buying it. But right now, the retail for that gun is about $4,200. So if I were to sell it, I'd probably want to get close to retail for it. It's a gun I can't replace. So yeah, it's going to be close to what it's worth, unfortunately, and I'm sorry. Thinking about making you a 50 BMG replica, but 200 scale. That would be awesome. 6T. Have a good night. You too, Chris. Thanks for stopping back in, dude. Yeah, email me. It also comes with 5 original Grandmaster mags, so keep that in mind. It comes with like $400 worth of mags. Nice, ho. Wow. Thanks, Stone. I can do that easily, lol, for the 50 BM. That would be funny, dude, because I would put it right with it, man. If you could do it at 300% scale, because this is 100% scale, it's that big. Can you imagine a 50 BMG that's as big as a Chub? Also, custom blue mag base plates. That would be kind of cool. If you make them to fit your staccato, they'll fit on any of my guns. Light, police out. Gonna be weird getting used to your new schedule. It's cool. You can stream every day though. Take it easy. Oh man, if you just pop in Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, that's more than enough for me. I don't expect anybody to be here every night except for me. The fact that you guys are willing to come and sit with me as a dumbass every night, that's fucking amazing. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And then some nights we may go longer, but tonight I got some shit I gotta film because I've been grinding the shit out of my game and I gotta get that video up. So see how big I can scale it up. Dude, that would be so cool. But let me know. You should do it in rainbow print just to mess with people. Rocky, as you can see, is already asleep. So, Cool Mouse, make a giant Desert Eagle for everyone who asks about a Desert Eagle. That would be funny, too, if you could 3D... I will definitely pay for both the shipping and material if you can print, like, a full-scale Desert Eagle. Don't even make it overly sized. If you can print a full-scale Desert Eagle, let me know. I will literally pay for that, the helmet, and whatever you make. I try and be here every night. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Trust me, the fact that I have a loyal crew that comes and hangs out, that makes my day, man. If only 20 people show up every night and it's the same 20 people, that is the best way to end a night. When I was at the gun store, we used to have the same people show up every week on the same days, and we would stand outside for an hour after closing. I love that kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much. You can actually hear my voices going out because I've been talking when I film my VR games all the time. So it's fucking crazy. You can print a Deagle easy peasy. That would be cool, dude. And then I will get another Desert Eagle at some point, and I'll custom paint it in whatever colors your PLA is. So if you do it in a weird color, I'll match it, and then I'll have a real Deagle in the same colors eventually. Still going? I'm not home yet. Yeah, I'm actually out right now, brother. I apologize. I only go 2 hours a night nowadays, brother. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'm sorry. But tomorrow's live stream, the Friday stream, I'm going long. So I just announced it. I'm going to go 3 hours tomorrow. So that's a good idea. Thank you, guys. If Rocky was conscious, he would say thank you and good night. So, guys, I'm going to hit the X, and I'm going to get a couple hours of sleep before I have to start filming again. So, good night, Joe. Treatment in the morning. Buckshot, good luck with you, my friend. I hope it goes well. I'm going hunting tomorrow. Well, you have a good hunting night then, Bruce. I hope it goes well. You have good stream. It was. You guys were solid. I love you guys. And again, Smegula and Heyman, thank you guys. Good night. All right. Well, love you guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow.